Good evening and welcome back to the Orion Report. Tonight's reading from the Ahyeh, Monologue 11, The Power of Truth, and Monologue 12, Metatron, Michael, and the Three. Monologue 11, The Power of Truth. The Spirit declares, "You are revealing mysteries, but those mysteries are ugly. My words seem woeful, my revealing hard to grasp, and sour to swallow. Yet bitter is the medicine that can liberate the soul and the spirit from the sickness of ignorance and the oppression of perpetual amnesia. A path opens to those who read on, a doorway I open in heaven, which no prince or vampiric abomination can shut. Wise are those who seek it, and blessed are those who find it. For over you soul death shall have no dominion. Into your world comes now the light of the transuniversal God, and instructions are given that can, with effort of will, remake individuals and even nations to transform the kingdoms of the world, become the kingdoms of Emmanuel, God with us." Transuniversal refers to that which is beyond all universes, beyond our cosmos. A transuniversal God is a panentheistic notion, aka a deity that both encompasses and transcends the universe. This revealing refers to the human notions of the true Supreme Spirit as limited, with every notion of a Supreme Being, a Most High, or one God, as aspects or facets, eternal masks of the One. I come unto you that those who will take my instructions to heart may vanquish the authorities, powers and dominions, and princes of evil above and below, to liberate those who live in the shadow of death, and to give recourse to they that would choose not to remain captives to the wardens of mind and spirit. Yet, I tell you truly, what I reveal is no part-time path for the lukewarm, and requires more than mere recitation. You must want the prize of ascension and fight for your freedom, and for the spiritual freedom of mankind with the zeal of patriots, in a struggle to manifest God's kingdom within yourselves. You must hold out against the whole world to create a new machine, civilization, which aids and promotes resurrection into eternity rather than the reign of systems that keep all souls and spirits, hearts and minds, bound in the chains of amnesic darkness. So, I give my reasons, yet my instructions are not a simple formula or a message that shall elicit the backing of popular cultures. Rather, truth burns, and gives light only to those who can stand the heat of divine radiance. Uriel is in Uriah as God is in Uriel. There is only one spirit at work in this revealing. Uriel means light of God. Uriah means God is my light. The light of God is from God and is God. And in that light all are called to stand and dwell. All are called to be Uriah by making God their light. Yet Uriel also means fire of God, and the very nature of truth can be very painful to take. It burns, while those who can endure the pain find themselves liberated. Uriel is in Uriah because the light of God is in Uriah, and Uriah has no light separate from God's light. The light of God is the truth of God, and in this sense the Archangel Uriel is the Spirit of Truth. And yet that Spirit of Truth is from God and is God. There is no separation, but only one cohesive consciousness and ladder of awareness. There is therefore no Uriel, save as terms and frames of reference for expressions of God and reaching out to God. Divine light and truth connect all real things. Uriah is the scribe. Uriah is those who make God their light, the truths of God their liberator. Monologue 12, Metatron, Michael, and the Three. In heaven and earth, in the heavens of the earth, and in the human forms taken throughout human history, 7 holy princes have testified to mankind and have given instruction in the paths of transcendent life. From the princes of the sun, 7 churches arose, each in their time and culture, which are governed by the seven princes of the seven tribes of the one God, who is, was, and shall be eternally the I Am. The seven archangels of the one God are known by various names among humankind, and represent attributes of the agape way, love for and from the Most High, who sits enthroned beyond the circle of the universe. The I Am is neither male nor female, neither right turning or left turning, neither white or black, neither a man or a woman, having no form at all, save perpetual radiant consciousness. And consciousness is God's light, as conscience is God's presence. And all that illuminates or enlightens by truth and spirit is of God's way. The Word of God is in the right hand, and the wisdom of God is in the left hand. These came before all others. Under the universal angels are the galactic legions, and under the galactic hosts are those spiritual minds of the solar garrison. And on Earth there are armies of elemental/energy-based entities who are faithful to the One or to the generals of the One. Metatron sits enthroned at the galactic heart, enthroned within the temple court, the innermost sanctum, the galactic face, and the doorway to the infinite realm. Zaphkiel, Raziel, and Uriel are traditionally called archangels, yet they represent expressions or rays of light shining from the source. The primary mask/face of God in our galaxy is called Metatron, Lesser Yahweh. It is Metatron who is like an old man on a throne, but the old man on a throne is merely a costume or mask that God wears. The fullness of God is infinite and could not enter our universe, let alone our galaxy, without destroying all of it. This process is known as emanation, smaller things flowing from larger things, macrocosm into microcosm, or lower things connected to higher things, much like the Russian dolls within dolls within dolls. Yet all this is figurative, metaphoric, and should not be regarded as literal. Moreover, none shall worship an angel or archangel, lest ye offend such beings. From Metatron goeth understanding, wisdom, and truth into the galaxy, and these are called Zaphkiel, Raziel, and Uriel. They whisper in every ear and are perceived by very few. Reaching your solar system are the seven archangels, who are energy and consciousness, as at home in the sun as you humans are at home on the earth, therein creating vast realms of mind and collective vision. In most monotheistic traditions, as well as in occult and New Age schools of thought, there are consistently 7 primary archangels. The list varies from religion to religion, sect to sect. In measure of rank and brilliance, Michael is the leader of their fellowship, the local Metatron, the solar king. Michael is the chief intelligence or mind, and gave unto mankind the light of Judaism. Judaism has endured for some 4,000 years in various forms, though little resembling its original form. Jews are considered a race or ethnicity, and few Jews in modern times are devout Yahwists, being mostly, in majority, secular and predominantly of a politically and socially liberal bent. Still, we would see many of the prophets of Judaism as masks of Michael, each invested with a tiny piece of his mind/spirit. The Spirit here speaks to us of Michael as a teacher of truths and a bringer of order, chief among ministering spirits and the shepherd of nations. He is the righteous king and the warrior poet of justice, weighing judgment against mercy, and lifting the ignorant unto the light of true beauty. Michael corresponds to yellow, gold, amber, and the sun. General note: Metatron is known to both Judaism and Islam, originating in antiquity, and is related to the personage of Enoch. He is known among Christian mystics and esotericists Gnostics, and occultists, and many conclude that he is a lesser Yahweh, an emanation, or consider him the Scribe of God, who alone is permitted to sit writing within God's presence. Zafkiel, meaning knowledge of God, is difficult to find non-New Age sources on. Related to the Kabbalistic tree of life, this being sits in the realm of understanding, and might be considered a personification of understanding and of contemplation, as well as the angel of strife against evil. In my own conversations, he/it/she, it is non-gendered, has often been represented as the Grand Inquisitor of Heaven. Raziel is a supernal figure associated with the Kabbalistic tree of life within the sphere of wisdom, and personifies the attributes of divine wisdom or esoteric wisdom. Uriel itself has a vast resume from many sources new and old, and is more often regarded as one of the 7 archangels of our solar system. Certainly Uriel interacted directly with Enoch, and in most literature is rather friendly and talkative, which has been my personal experience thereof. Uriel enjoys teaching and is very companionable. Having said all this, each archangel is merely a personified attribute of the divine spirit, though I've also experienced them as persons or personal beings as well. And one might say that the one enjoys playing various roles within his/it/her infinite creation. And that's it for the reading tonight. Join us again next week for Monologues 13 and 14. Until then, God bless you.